Welcome here or welcome back to our Road to 2000 ELO, guys. We are currently sitting at a 1559 here today, and we're going to see D4 and C6. All right, so play knight C3. Guys, this Road to 2000 ELO is going so fast. I can't believe I'm up almost 200 rating points in literally 18 days. I mean, this has been insane. And you guys have been giving so much support in the comments, liking the videos, and obviously we're seeing so many new subscribers coming in every single day. Thank you guys so much. If you like this kind of content and you're new here, consider subscribing. This is going to be a continuous road. We're uploading every single day, and it's a lot of fun over here. So we see knight f6. I'm just going to play e3 and cementing in the normal structure. So when we see this, I think I still go f3 here. So f3, if you go back now, g4, yeah, so g4 here, you go here, and h4. All right, now we'll see if he goes h5 or h6, one of those two. Usually h6 is generally what we see, but sometimes they'll strike with h5. Okay, so we see h5. All right, so a little bit more of the aggressive style. So we go g5 here. Knight, you will go back to d7, and then we'll see bishop d3. We'll see bishop takes, and queen takes. And this is a pretty normal opening in this position. He'll probably play something like e6, trying to get his bishop developed, and we see that, and I'll go knight e2 and castle. I missed a key move, g6. So if he does allow me to still, I'm still going to play g6, as I should have already played it, but I might have missed my opportunity to do so, because now g6, most likely, stopping me from playing it myself. He lets me play it. All right, so that's interesting. He can obviously play this, but actually g6, if he then plays this first, I have to go to queen d2. So let's throw in a3, just so that he cannot play knight b4, and then I can play g6. Now he's probably going to play g6, because now I can play it. Before, he was threatening to, get rid of that queen first, but now he's not. a3 is just a valuable move as well, just a valuable move. And so now we see this going after the b2 pawn, okay? So just castle should be completely fine, because it's protecting the b2 pawn. Yeah, it's protecting the b2 pawn, so it should be completely fine here. We're going to castle. King b1 at some moment is always a good move to play, and just kind of keeping my king a lot safer. We're going up against Xandar. Xandar is from India. He joined in December 2023. Okay, so we see c5. All right, so c5 again does not allow me to play g6, because g6, c4. Queen back. Pawn takes. A little bit annoying. So on c5, potentially e4, because if here, then here instead. That makes a lot of sense. Yep. We're going to go e4 here. If we see c4, then we'll go here. If we see here, then I'll take with the knight, most likely. Yeah, we'll take with the knight. We have a lot of time. And so, even with this, as you guys know, I usually like to play the 15-minute with increment, especially for the video, so I have more time to think. But often I'll just move so fast, just out of instinct, and I need to always take a moment and evaluate what's going on. So here, yeah, what I was anticipating was this, just making sure that we don't see any problems with this, and for the moment I can't say that I do. So we're going to go queen e3. There is a threat here now of just taking this pawn, and it's actually completely free, but even better, yeah, no, taking the pawn, it would have to be with this, because then it opens up the file on the king, but we might see castles, and there it is, as I say. All right, but still a threat here. Threat of this. This takes and takes again. Attacking the queen is now a threat. There's also still no, there's not g6 anymore. That threat's pretty much gone. So I think taking, so takes. Takes. I suppose you could play this, takes and takes. Doesn't do too much. I think just takes. We're going to take here. If you take, I take back with the knight, right? Yeah, take with the knight, I think. Hits the queen. That looks really good. We're up a pawn now. Queen to b or to a5. Okay, so you're attacking the knight. This knight could develop and protect the knight, keeping the knight in the position, and also blocking the c pawn from going any further at the same time. I can also go back if I'd like to, but this looks pretty good. I kind of like my knight there. I don't need to get rid of it. All right, just knight c3 here. He could take, but that's risky, I think, for him. I think that's risky, because takes, queen check, king to d2, and I don't think it's so clear for him at that point. I think you're just sacking a piece that you didn't need to sack, and I should be able to consolidate and get safe. I think that's what he's calculating right now. I know that's what I'd be calculating to see if that makes sense. Okay, queen there, or knight there. What about queen e5, threatening mate? What about queen e5? threatening mate. Queen e5, you take, which covers the mate square, and I can take back. I can also just take. Queen takes. That would be fine as well. I think this is complicating things a bit too much. I think just simplify. I am up a pawn. We're gonna take here. We're gonna take here. And now maybe this. Queen e2, hitting the pawn. Winning this pawn would be quite nice. I think it's beneficial for me. Maybe rook to e1 be pretty good in case he decides he wants to play like something like this at some moment. The king is also pretty stuck where it is right now. Queen e1 though, just queen here or here probably is better. Yeah, this here obviously be much better. Also like bishop here. Bishop here is interesting as well. Just kind of keeping an eye on this pawn, cementing in this pawn. Potentially I can go f4. Bishop here looks like a pretty solid move. Bishop here. Anything wrong with that move? I don't see the follow-up. I mean, you could obviously try and trade it. But then I go f4. Then I go f4. I'm going to go bishop here. Bishop here, if you go here, takes. I do have to go back at that point, but I think that's fine. I'm going to go bishop here. This, I go back to g3. Probably. And then you have an isolated pawn, and you have an isolated pawn here, and I can try and find ways to attack those pawns, and that would be totally okay. So let's see what he does here. Okay, so he pins the bishop to the queen, and he's threatening this now. So that kind of, I think that forces me to play queen f4, because if I go f4 and you go here, takes, that's not good. But if I go queen f4, you can't go here, because takes, and I take. So queen f4 has to be played, I believe. It's also just a threat of this pawn now. Threat on the f7. If you push f6, takes, bishop takes, hitting the bishop, or hitting the rook. I always mess up my pieces. I always mess up my pieces, guys. You probably notice that all the time as well. Okay, so we do see f6. All right, so f6, I mean, I don't see any other move but to just simply take. So we are going to take. Okay, so this would be free. This looks like I'm just going up a pawn, right? What if I threw this in? I don't know if that helps me anything really. I'm going to take because I don't see his follow-up that helps me here, maybe here, but just here. Okay, so we're going to take. We're going to take here. Looks like we're just going to go up a pawn. I always have a little check that I can throw in if I want to. I also have this, knight d5. But now, maybe queen here. Okay, or bishop there. Yeah, but bishop there, this is the threat. I can go here. Check here, right? Nope, I'm pinned to the king. Okay, so I need to go here now. So I go here. Just block. Okay, you can go there. Okay. Interesting. There's no more checks, and there's no checks here either. But I can go to g3. Queen g3 looks pretty fine. Yeah, just queen g3 here. Bishop is protected by the pawn as well. So if you take here and I take with the queen, then you win my pawn. But if you take here and I take with the pawn, queen protects this pawn. And now I'm threatening this pawn as well. So if bishop takes, then I take with the pawn. But everything is completely safe here now. Everything is completely safe. I can look at bringing in the rook to e1 and going for a rook trade and just kind of simplifying things a little bit further. I'm up 2 pawns now, so any simplification is going to be fine with me. If you do something like this or that, I don't have to take. And I can also just play f4. Play f4 and just really solidify everything in the bishop in there. I think that's what we're going to do. Go f4, right? Yeah, no reason not to go f4 here. f4 makes a lot of sense. Very protected now. And now we're going to look at bringing the rook into e1 and trading off and that's going to help quite a lot in this position. I also can look at going knight d5, bringing the knight in somehow. I'm just looking for any kind of follow-up for knight d5, and I don't really see any squares that the knight could even go to with this, but maybe after a trade of rooks, possibly knight d5. So we see, okay, from knight to c7, couple squares, or this square is really what he'd be looking at, potentially. So we're going to start off with rook e1, looking at a rook trade. Even this, though, like, I just let you take, and I go like this, and that would be completely fine for me. I'm also wondering if I can go here and here, but I'm getting in line with the rook then. Also, this pins the knight, so that's interesting. This pins the knight, also threatening this. This looks pretty good. What about maybe even this? Oh, secret threat of this. Rook protects it. All right, secret threat is this check. But if you take, I just have to take, I think, with the knight. Okay, this is very interesting. I just have to be careful. Don't make any blunders. I'm completely winning. As long as I don't blunder a piece stupidly, then this should be just an easy easy position to convert. Just gotta not rush, like I'm known to do in these positions, especially. Okay, knight takes. Interesting. Knight takes. Really? Okay. Okay, but after all of this, oh wait, hold on. Bishop takes. You are forced to trade queens because your queen is left vulnerable. So here, you cannot take like this because you lose your queen. Here, you cannot take like this because you lose your queen. So here, you trade queens. There's a check. Hold on. Here, that does not work because here my bishop is pinned. I think this just loses, I'm just losing a pawn. Because what's the follow-up of the knight? The knight has no follow-up. The knight has no follow-up square. So I just don't take it. I just leave it, right? What if I just go this way now? Or maybe just king b1 as well. King b1. Just king b1. But this looks great. I mean, this looks totally great. Right? Rook f1 takes, everything's safe there. Rook f1, it gives you this check. Doesn't work. Rook f1 does not work because you have this check and you win my queen. So no, let's not play rook f1. That looks terrible. Rook d2, rook f1, maybe, or just king b1. Or here, no, it doesn't help me anything. Oh, I'd like to keep this, see, but here I lose the rook, I lose the knight. I lose the knight, regardless. I think just king b1. Just king b1. Play safe. Or takes. Takes my queen is protected. So takes, you take, and king b1. What about that? Takes. If you take like this, then I have to take the queen first. Then I take back. So that doesn't work as well. So that I can honestly just take here now. So we're going to take, simplify the position quite a bit. And I think you just have to play this, and I just go king b1, and then we're safe. Yeah, so then he has the knight there, so I need to just kind of block this off, so we just go king b1. Or I could even go here. We're going to start with just king b1, get out of the way of the check. And yeah, we lost a pawn, but that's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Still threatening this check if you move the queen off the line. Just saying. Just saying. That is a looming check that I'd love to get. So now I can play this, but you still can play this, which is still annoying. But I can also just rotate the queen this way, but just this. Need to go a little bit faster, using my time a lot here, but that's okay. Better than not. Also, this just for a queen trade as well, I mean, is definitely a move. I need to be wary that my knight is currently pinned, so I cannot move this f rook without moving the knight first, or this e-rook, I should say, to the f-file or anywhere else. So queen back, and that gives me the check, guys. Oh my goodness. This is a colossal blunder by my opponent. Just check, and you're falling apart now, because at the end of it, you're also going to lose your knight. Oh, that right there is possibly a resignable move. Just like that. Oh, we see it too. We predict the resignation. He found the best move. The best move was to resign. GG's. Yeah. All that time, he took a little while to think there, and he missed the biggest move in the position. I played with an 89.1. My opponent played with an 80.1. And good game to review here. Lots to see. So pretty standard stuff. 92. I go with a3 because I wanted to play g6. It says to play g6 though anyways, but I thought, what about this? And it says take with check, which makes a lot of sense. All right, that's going to be something to definitely remember for the future. So, and then I can play this and possibly even just kick the knight, really. It says just ignore that. Okay, interesting. All right, so that's interesting. Next time I'll remember g6 still works. I castle. g6 was still a move. And here e4 is the way after they play c5, because after this I can go here. Takes. That was winning a pawn. Okay, so this sack, I looked at it, and apparently it is the best move from the computer, which is funny. Get rid of the knight. I went this way. Best move was what I initially thought, which was to go just queen e2. Okay, but I went like this. Okay, I went this way. It takes. Everything looks good. Only move is to go there with the bishop. Queen g3. I can also go queen d2, which makes a lot of sense. f4 works there. Going this way. Oh yeah, I couldn't even just go here. And then you have to do something with your knight, and I can get some trades going. That makes sense. He finds the best move. This was an interesting position, and I find the best move in the position. That's awesome. These are the types of positions that are so critical, and I took almost 4 minutes to think here, and I found the best move, and that's so important because these moves are critical. This was like I was considering doing this for a while, but I didn't realize that literally just loses because I cannot do anything because it's a check, and I lose my queen. It's just over. So I found the best move. King B1 is also a great move. Awesome. Getting rid of the pin. And yeah, this is a resignable position because I find the best move here, which I was looking at for a while. Great game, guys. Great game. And with that being said, let's move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2. For all intensive purposes, don't look at the ELO. There was no game in between this. Promise. Yeah, I had a rough game that went in between this. So it was against it's like 1700. So it is what it is. We get a Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit. I do want to start practicing the Albin counter gambit, and I think that's what I'm going to start playing in the near future here. But for now, this is okay. We're going to go with h6. Just go h6 here, see what he wants to do with the bishop. He doesn't want to get rid of it, so we're just going to castle. Castle, and we'll go c5. Striking in the center as well, with plans to just take it and go knight c6. If you take, I'm happy to take like this again. Because getting this pawn, it's not so weak as it seems because it can always be pushed. Yeah, so this is okay. Opening up this diagonal for my bishop as well. And see, now you're just giving me a great center here. And this just seems like it's actually better for me already. It seems already slightly better. Bishop to b7 maybe. Developing. Queen c7. Rook here is probably a move. We're going to go bishop b7, I mean. First. Start with this, maybe rook c8 idea coming in. Yeah, rook c8 looks good here. Possibly knight d7. So he goes here, this and this square also going for this pawn. I can pin it, but then you just take it. So we're going to go a6 here, and he goes there. Okay. What about rook here? I kind of want to see if he's going to get rid of the bishop, though. Maybe just go knight d7. Looking at this, let's go knight d7, trade the bishops. Okay, so we do see the trade, which is expected. Rook there, don't need to take. Don't need to take at all. No need to. Doesn't actually do me any good to take, really. Queen can come here attacking this, but easily defended, I feel like. Knight here, maybe. But what's the follow-up with the knight after that? I don't see it. I don't see the follow-up. This is a direct attack. That can be good. Or I just go maybe queen here instead. Okay. We're going to go queen here. Attack the pawn. Loose pawn there. If you trade, then that's fine. We'll trade. I suppose I also have knight e5 as a move. And now I think I'm going to play it. So knight e5, hitting the bishop. He goes back. Interesting. Queen's not doing a whole lot there. So we're going to go queen. We're going to bring the queen out. Bring the queen back. Can't think too much as a 15-minute game. We're doing 10-minute. Don't have as much time right now. So got to do a little bit quicker moves. Trade maybe. Yep. And okay. In this instance, I'm going to trade. There's no threat of back ranks because I do have my pieces already all good. Pawn here and getting the bishop more active would be nice as well. I also have this, but there's no follow-up to that. I'm going to start with a5. Wait, he has this and this. a5 does allow him in, but this is protected by the bishop for the check square, so that's fine. If this, then I have this or this. He goes there. He's threatening mate. I just go knight g6. Knight g6. Let's do that. f4 or h4. No, okay, he goes there. We're gonna go, okay, so he has, what squares? This, and this. So we'll stay on the dark squares. Go queen here. Bishop can come here. Bishop can come here. I have takes. I suppose you can just jump here, but okay, that would work, but I don't see what the follow-up would be. I can always play king h7 as a little protector. Okay, threat is takes, probably. You also just want to trade queens. Trading queens simplifies things quite a bit. Takes, bishop is hit. I need to move the bishop. I have a bad bishop as it is. I'd rather have him take me. I don't really have a way to not queen trade here, so I'd rather him take me here. We're gonna go like this, and we'll go for the queen trade. Play this endgame, and I'm fully expecting after takes. So takes. He's going to take and take. Oops, take and take. And this pawn's gonna be weak. I'm gonna have to move my king and protect it. Okay, so there he just immediately gets rid of the bishop or gets rid of the knight. So now we will take. Could play this as a threat on the king. You have checks here, but king h7. Oh, he has a pawn there. Go for mate, obviously. I guess go for mate. He's probably gonna. I mean, there's no way he doesn't see it. h3 incoming. h3 incoming for sure. Okay, or just that works too. Ooh, but that's a blunder. That's a blunder. Oh my goodness. Just bishop takes. Oh, nice. Let's go, guys. Come on. Very nice. Huge blunder. And we're just going to get the king active immediately. And we should be completely winning here. Just don't let the king get too close. We'll come here, cut off the king's squares. Now He's probably going to play this. Okay, I can slide back. Cannot bring the king right now, but I can go here. I do need to be careful. Here. This looks pretty good. Takes. Free pawn. Okay, how do I play this? I have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Here. Takes, here, right? What about this? This? If here, then this. No. This, here. So this is actually fine. Here, if you go here, I can take. Here, if you go here, I can go in. Yep, go here. This should be fine. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. We got lots of time. Yep, that's a move. Push, here. Yeah, that's fine. You queens first. I got to be very careful here. Very careful. Yeah, so on that, I have this, I think, right? I just have this here. Yeah, here, blocking, and also hitting this. Threat is to take. Because if I take, I'm promoting. And that just ignores... Okay, GG's. Nice! GG's, guys. Up to a 1575 rating points away from my peak. Let's see if we can get there next episode. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Click one of these videos, whichever's on the screen, to continue watching. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.